Crown Vic Touring Series competitors are about to attack the asphalt here at Jennerstown for 20 laps. Many of these drivers have been to victory lane only on dirt, seeking their first asphalt wins. And the starting lineup stacks up like this. On the pole, in car number 89 from Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, it's Brad Snyder. Starting on the outside of row number 1, second-generation Jennerstown competitor. From Connellsville, Pennsylvania, in the 19, Rich Miller. Starting in third spot from North Huntington, Pennsylvania, one of 2 family entries in this feature event. It'll be car number 12, Jake Gratian. Starting in the fourth position, another family affair. From Mill Run, Pennsylvania, the driver of car number 29 starting fourth is Colby Burkholder. 2 other Burkholders in competition tonight in other divisions at Jennerstown. And starting in the fifth position, doing double duty tonight, after an outstanding run in the Fast and Furious 4 cylinders, the driver of car number 40 from Jerome, Pennsylvania, Jonathan Habershak. Starting in sixth position, from Irwin, Pennsylvania, the 12G of Matt Gratian. Matt and Jake both carrying the number 12. They'll be distinguished by the letter G on the Matt Gratian machine. Starting in seventh position, in car number 215, from Somerset, Pennsylvania, Doug Winning. Heat race winner earlier tonight. Starting from the 8th position, in car number 48, former Jennerstown champion of the street stocks and the pure stocks, it's Mike Bacalon in car 48. Starting in 9th from Jenners, Pennsylvania, driving car number 30, it's Levi Sheeler. Starting in the 10th position, from Stoystown, Pennsylvania, the 73 of Dylan Boyer. Starting 11th, it's the 74 that looks like a 7. That'll be Jason Holder, the many-time winning veteran from Jennerstown. And in car number 1, starting in the 12th position from Windber, Pennsylvania, Lee LaRue. "20 laps of Northeast Crown Vic Racing, sponsored here at Jennerstown all season by Central PA Truck. Megan Ford Pace Truck lights are extinguished. Set to go 20 laps. It's Brad Snyder and Rich Miller on the front row. Miller, the former 4-cylinder racer, back in action after a long hiatus from competition. Row 2, Gratian and Burkholder, and we're green. The Crown Vics take their V8 engines into turn number 1 on street passenger car tires and go 3 wide in the battle for second. Burkholder on the outside, Gratian on the inside. It was Snyder in the middle of that. Bacalon with a big move in the 48. Lap number 1 is led by Rich Miller. And in just 1 lap, Mike Bacalon has gone from 8th to 4th. The battle for second is door-to-door with Jake Gratian and Burkholder. Make that door-to-door as we go 3 wide, and Bacalon moves to the inside to claim another position. He's now side by side with Burkholder at the scoring line. Burkholder maintains the second position by a fender. Out front, it's Rich Miller in that amazing throwback paint scheme to his father's 1990s late model. Bacalon and Burkholder still door-to-door. Habershak in the 40 closes in on the 12 of Gratian. And Bacalon secures the second position from Burkholder. Burkholder now on the outside. Gratian has the preferred lane. That's the battle for third, but the lead battle heats up. Bacalon moves to the inside of Miller. 2 names so familiar to Jennerstown race fans. And Bacalon inches ahead in turn 4, officially becomes the leader on lap number 4. Miller back to the second spot. Bacalon started 8th. And it took him half as many laps as his starting position to be in the front. 40 of Habershak takes a peek to the inside of Gratian. Habershak was just out there competing in his Fast and Furious 4-cylinder. Now jumps into the rear-wheel drive Crown Vic machine, loses a car length to Gratian that lap. Burkholder back in 5th all by himself. Up front, it's Bacalon and Miller. Bacalon, who raced pure stocks here long ago, became a champion. Raced street stocks, became a champion. Raced modifieds, became a winner. Then retired for more than a decade and a half. Was always at the track. Was helping out race teams like the AK chassis teams, turning wrenches for drivers all through the pit area. And then, as the Crown Vics emerged as an affordable racing option, Bacalon returned. Now we see Habershak in the 40 playing bumper tag with the Gratian number 12 car. This is the battle for 3rd position, just behind Rich Miller's 19 car. Habershak in the 40. He's been racing for quite a while now, almost exclusively in the 4-cylinder division until the Crown Vics came along. Pretty close battle here as that 3rd position is up for grabs between 2 drivers who started pretty near those spots. Gratian started in 3rd, Habershak started in 5th. Nothing like the big move made by your race leader Bacalon, who passed 8 cars in 4 laps. Miller in the 19 maybe losing some ground as the 2nd place car, Gratian catching up to him. Habershak taking a look to the outside, nearly swapped a little paint with the 12 car there. This time by, the field will see the crossed flags indicating halfway, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Colton, the fans may not be as familiar with these drivers as the ones that compete here every week, but they are going to become familiar with these drivers with so many tour stops this season.
Yes, indeed, Mike. And it's just so great how this series, they bounce around between different places to see their form of racing here at Jennerstown, of course, like all of the other tracks that you mentioned. And it's really cool how these drivers drive on dirt as well. They race on dirt. And with the many differences between racing on dirt compared to asphalt, it's just interesting to see how each driver, how they race on the different, on the 2 different forms, excuse me, and just see, you know, which one might work better. To see like Mike Bacalon, he talked about the experience that he has had. You know, maybe some of these guys might have more experience racing on dirt and they prefer dirt. So it's just really cool to see how these cars also race on dirt as well.
The home track driver of Rich Miller dropping 2 positions there to Gratian and Habershak, who are now 2nd and 3rd. And to your point, Habershak taking the opportunity when he had been an asphalt driver exclusively to travel to places like Bedford and get some dirt track experience that's new to him. And now he takes a spot away from Gratian. Habershak is up to 2nd. He had a podium finish in the 4-cylinder feature. Now climbs to the runner-up spot here in the Crown Vic feature, puts a car length now between himself and Gratian. It would probably take a caution flag to get him to catch there. Tough break when mechanical issues plague these drivers that work so hard to get to the racetrack, but Bacalon's lead is more than about a half a straightaway at this point. So Habershak, although he's climbed into 2nd position after starting 5th, he's got a long way to go unless there's going to be a caution flag. He's got about 2 or 3 car lengths between himself and the 12 machine now. And there's no question that he's gaining just a little bit on Bacalon as he pulls away. But here we see the 48 with 5 laps to go, and that's a pretty insurmountable distance when you see all the empty space behind the rear bumper of Bacalon's car. With only 4.5 laps now to go, Habershak is going to need a caution flag to challenge for the win. Bacalon with his traditional number and colors. He's been a yellow number 48 through every division in which he's competed throughout his long career. He's been to victory lane already in 2026. And this time when he exits turns 3 and 4, he will be 3 laps away from becoming a repeat winner. But Habershak is closing. He's going to run out of time. Got to wonder if Bacalon's just taking it easy at this point, knowing that he has a big lead and knowing the laps are ticking away. Habershak is leaning hard on that right front tire going through turns 1 and 2 that time. He knows he can glance up at the scoreboard and know that the time is running out. He's going to see the signal of 2 to go. It's amazing how much he pulled away from the 12 of Gratian after making that pass. Bacalon with still a rather comfortable lead at 2 to go, but that margin is dwindling. Habershak turning so hard left. It seems like a tight push condition, but he's making it work, gaining on the race-long leader who started back in 8th. This time it'll be the white flag, signaling the final lap for the veteran from Irwin, Pennsylvania. Habershak continues to close. He's not going to get there, but made great strides for 2 podium finishes in the same night. But entering turn 3 with a quick move to the front from a mid-pack starting position. Veteran Mike Bacalon shows his way to Stoney's light victory lane once again, and the battle for second is won by Gratian on the last lap. Habershak slowed and surrendered the runner-up spot at the checkered flag. Something happened to the 40 car.
And that was on the back straightaway, Mike. Jonathan Habershak, when he was battling for the lead, trying to at least have a chance to get up the back a lot, Habershak, he slowed down on the back straightaway, and that is how Jake Grayson was able to pass him on the outside to take second away.
A great battle for second and third positions, and a quick advancement of 8 positions for the driver that we are going to meet in Stoney's and Stoney's light victory lane. A quick drive to the front, and perhaps that put some wear on the tires as he was sort of backing up just a little bit to Habershak in the closing stages. We'll find out if maybe he just knew he had enough and backed the pace off a little bit, as veteran drivers can be known to do in that situation. As we see Ron Fox getting ready to interview our winner in Stoney's and Stoney Light Victory Lane.